My name is Pascal Yvon, and I'm the president and founder of Biosciences Expansion. With Biosciences Expansion, what we do is to help companies in the life sciences field to expand their activities and their results. And to achieve that, we design customized business development programs, and we implement them. So there is not really a typical day, but I can have 4 types of days. A typical day would be to spend the day with one of my clients and dealing with their project. Another typical day would be to be meeting with one of a prospective client and understand their needs and work with them on solutions. In that situation, I will follow up with a proposal where I present the solutions and how we can implement them in their company. Another day is to market my own company, going to shows, networking events, and these kinds of activities. What I try to do also in my time is to contribute to the scientific community by writing papers, giving presentations at conferences, writing book chapters. I spent, maybe you've heard with my accent, most of my education in France, where I got a doctorate in pharmacy with a major in biology. And then, having this diploma in my pocket, I wanted to be involved in the diagnostics industry, and particularly in the marketing sector. So I started looking for a kind of jobs, and actually after a few meetings with some recruiters, they told me that I should start learning the ropes with a sales job, and that's what I did for 2 years. After that, I came back to my primary wish, which was to be in a marketing department for a diagnostic company, and I found one. I find my marketing job in a big French diagnostic company, and I was responsible worldwide to develop a range of products and develop the activity and their results for that range. After 5 years and increasing responsibilities, a German company contacted me to develop their distribution network in Europe. And I found that challenge very exciting, so I took it, and I started subsidiaries from scratch in France, in Belgium, and I did that for 5 years. So I was the general manager of the organizations, and it was a very exciting moment to be responsible of a team and resources and results. After that, the German group was purchased by a major US company, and I went working for a French startup company, to develop their business based on unique technology that they had developed. And I was their business development director. After 2 years, they came to see me, and they asked me if I would be interested to move to the US. And if I were, that would be immediately. So that was kind of a plan that was not expected, but it was a very nice proposal. I found it very exciting, and 1 month later, I'd moved to the US. So it was at the end of 1999. And since then, and for 10 years, I was the CEO of the US organization, and I developed their business in this country based in New Jersey. Also, during that time, what I was very interested in the way Americans do their own business, and I went to the Rutgers Business School, and I got an executive MBA there. And the faculty, the program was very good, very exciting, and it was a great experience for me. And I guess during that time also my entrepreneurial spirit grew and grew, and very recently, in the middle of 2009, I started my own company, as we've seen, Biosciences expansion. Yeah, I had two, as we are talking about inspirational moments, there are not so many, but there are some big ones. And the first one happened when I left this French corporation to start subsidiaries for this German smaller company. And for the first time in my career, I was really responsible for an organization with a team and with their life and the results of the company. And it was a big moment for me. It was a great, I would say, revelation in my head. The second event, which was also very important in my career, when after I moved to the US, because you take a lot of things for granted, but when you move to another country, you realize that a lot of things are different. Even if before I, worked from France to a lot of different countries like the US, Japan, and so on and so forth. But when you move to another country, is really another big experience, and it's a unique experience. It's a good question because despite all the expertise that you have and you have developed and the hard work that you put into your job, there are a lot of things that are out of your control, and it's always important here to look at them, to address them, and to adapt and adjust to take care of them. So there are a lot of things that you need to take care of that you don't expect necessarily when you do a scientific degree. But I believe that changes are also a source of opportunities, so it's very exciting as well. What I like particularly in my job is to take a scientific project, a scientific innovation, a scientific product, a range of products, and to transform it into a commercial success. I like to develop marketing strategies, communication plans to achieve that kind of results. And here I would like to give a quote that I like from Thomas Edison. He said, anything that won't sell, I don't want to invent. It's a proof of utility, and utility is success. What you need to have is really a strong desire, a passion to always learn new technologies, new scientific improvements. And also what is extremely important for me is to work on how you can translate those scientific innovations into benefits for the people and the companies, and how yourself you can contribute to that process and make it happen. I would say that you need to be open-minded, to be very curious, to be respectful to the other people and their opinions, and more importantly, to be very passionate about your enterprises.